For part two. Sorry for the late start. Me and Tanner was talking business, and then one thing leads to another, just like the song by The Fix. I hadn't seen that album in a while. One thing leads to another. Great. Sounds great on vinyl if you ever pick up an OG copy of that. We had some Friday Music reissues one time as well. But yeah, let's get started and sell some records. Ken Crooker says back. Later, depends on how many of y'all can stay awake with us. We're going to go back through some stuff, especially if you missed part one. Let everybody get on. Don't know if you have to work tomorrow or not, but I hope you don't. Michael Church is fast. Bob Seger, beautiful loser. Well, let me get to it first. That's the name of a Fix song. One thing leads to another. Exactly. One thing leads to another. It's up in my, it's in my face right now. Michael, I won't forget about your offer. Just let me get to that record first. The Metallica is an unofficial, James Bragg. That's an unofficial. It's a really good sounding record, though, but it is an unofficial. Need All Them Witches. Which one, Preston? I've got them all for you. Let me know which ones you want. This was the last crate we went through. I'll just read some titles. We got Metallica, Tool, White Line, Off, Wasp, Pearl Jam, Pearl Jam, Pearl Jam, Dixie Chicks, Tangerine Dream, Overkill, Iggy and the Stooges, Judas Priest, Slayer, Sisters of Mercy, Warrant, Smashing Pumpkins, Whiplash, Tonic, David Bowie, Steve Vai, Steel Panther, and Rush. Do you want all them witches? All them witches? I can do that. I see all them witches, so you want all them, right? You want all of them witches. James Bragg wants a warrant. James, I've got you for a warrant. Dog eat dog. Anybody else? I've got a bunch of these. I'm gonna take a picture. I gotta take a picture of all the warrants of all the ones of these I have. So, what's the Pumpkins and David C. price on Pumpkins? Smashing Pumpkins is alive. There's two live unofficials in this crate. There is Smashing Pumpkins, The Beautiful People, the Toronto broadcast. That's from 1998. That's $36.99. That's Austin's if you want it. David, also if you want it. And then the Metallica unofficial is in the City of Brotherly Love. In the City of Brotherly Love. $44.99. That's red vinyl. James Bragg got Warrant. The Pearl Jams. We have Pearl Jam Vitology for $41.99. That's a 2LP gatefold, great packaging, and a Pearl Jam binaural for $41.99. David C. said he'll take the Smashing Pumpkins. That's only if Austin passes. Y'all asked about it at the same time, but he's first. And then Preston Rogers wants all them witches. Let me get that out of the last crate. The way we end part two is the same way we start the way we end part one is the same way we end part two, and that's with a quick recap. David says, I'll take it. He passes. So David C. gets the Smashing Pumpkins live. That's sold to you. We wiped out about half of that bin of new vinyl, going back through it a second time, which is a good thing. Preston wants all the copies of All Them Witches. I'm going to read these one more time because there was somebody else that was interested, but they keep hopping off at the wrong time, I think, and they keep missing the titles. But somebody recommended this. I don't think they were watching tonight, but we had somebody ask me to order some All Them Witches, and this is live on the internet. All Them Witches, self-titled, Nothing as the Ideal, and Sleeping Through the War. All four of those are available, and Preston Rogers says he'll take one of each. I'm probably going to order one each of those again. If anybody decides they want any of them, let me know. So all four of those sold to Preston Rogers. So here's a quick recap of tonight's newest new vinyl. We have Crown Lands Fearless, $49.99. U2 Boy, these are all new and sealed. U2 Boy, $33.99. Kiss Destroyer, that is the 2014 remaster of that. $26.99 for Kiss Destroyer. 3 or 4 Plasmatics titles. This is the Vice Squad recordings. We have Metal Priestess, Beyond the Valley of 1984, and New Hope for the Wretched. Those are all Plasmatics titles. $28.99. Anderson, Buford, Wakeman Howe, only copy, colored vinyl, numbered and limited from Music on Vinyl, $44.99. U2 Pop is still available, $36.99 for U2 Pop. Pink Floyd Live at Wembley. That's the new release, 1974, The Complete Dark Side of the Moon Live, $39.99. David Bowie Low, $31.99. David Bowie Low, $31.99. Depeche Mode, only copy we have of Black Celebration, $39.99. U2 October is $29.99. Paul Bill wants Beyond the Valley from the Plasmatics. Beyond the Valley, that was this one right here. That's sold to Paul Bill, $28.99. I've got another one of those if anybody wants it. U2, All That You Can't Leave Behind, that's $49.99. Taylor Swift Fearless, that's triple LP, like gold vinyl, $46.99. And here was tonight's surprise restock, which is U2 War. U2 War, and those are $31.99. Gatefold, I meant to post that during the break, and we got to talking, and I didn't even get to listen to that Crown Lands album that I told Dale. Dale, I didn't even get to listen to that. I ate supper, and we were discussing some things, and then boom, 30 minutes flies by, especially when you're on break. 30 minutes can really fly by. All right, if anybody else wants anything in there, let me know. Kelly Gabney wants a U2 War. Sold a bunch of these tonight. That's why I actually bought all of them they had, because this is always an album that we never have OGs of. We never have OGs. It's just like, or if we do, we auction them and they get gone. Now, let's go through tonight's newest new vinyl. Let me find that crate. The first crate we went through tonight, which was tonight's newest new vinyl. Let's go through that. These are going to be somewhat. Dale, I'll listen to it after. Yeah, for sure. I'll listen to music at night when I'm in here working after all the show is over. So, let's see here. What was I going to do? So, yeah, let's go through this crate. Not saying everything's really on sale, but if you want to get together on a price, I'll probably sell it to you. Or if you want to throw a price out there. Just a couple more things. We still got Warrant Cherry Pie. You'll be seeing these a lot till they're all gone. Those are $44.99. Billy Squier, Don't Say No, $54.99. Billy Squier, Don't Say No. There's, of course, U2 War, $31.99. And we have Rush, self-titled, $59.99. It's crazy. Like, some of these things are so hard for us to get. We never have enough. And then all of a sudden, they're plentiful. You can see them everywhere. But like Warrant Cherry Pie, a couple weeks ago, if we would have showed that, it would have been chaotic. So this is Jeff Buckley. This is Jeff Buckley Grace, $33.99. We've been restocking that for a while now. That's a big seller for us, $33.99. Okay, so a quick recap of some of the vintage from tonight. This is Bob Seger 7. Bob Seger 7. This is $44.99, 1974 Santa Maria Press. Jay Giles, Monkey Island, $19.99. Wings Wildlife is $49.99. That is sealed from 1980. Outlaws, self-titled, $19.99 for the Outlaws. This is $24.99. Jay Giles, The Morning After. Jay Giles, The Morning After, $24.99. Jay Giles Live, that's called Full House, $19.99. Bob Seger, Beautiful Loser. And I think Michael Church said he would give $30 for this. If so, Michael, if you still want that, sell that to Michael Church for $30. Lou Reed, Rock and Roll Animal, $34.99. Golden Earring, Long Blonde Animal. Golden Earring is $19.99. Woodstock 2. Woodstock 2 is $39.99. And The Firm is self-titled. It is a club pressing from Columbia House. That is $34.99. Michael said sold and thank you. He gets Bob Seger for $30. I did bring up a new collection of Japanese LPs for us tonight. I'm going to put some stuff up for some reduced starts. Let me see what I've got in here. Let's do the Beach Boys and Sheila E. for some Japanese auctions. We have the Beach Boys versus Jan and Dean, 15 greatest hits, or the greatest hits, 15. So it's probably, looks like it's 8 Beach Boys songs and 7 Jan and Dean songs. So one side's Jan and Dean and one side's the Beach Boys. $15 start on that. $15 start on the Beach Boys versus Jan and Dean. And Sheila E., The Glamorous Life, Near Mint Pristine, Japanese pressing, and shrink wrap. $15 start on that. James Bragg wants Golden Earring. That's sold to Mr. James Bragg, Golden Earring. Alex is at 15 on the Beach Boys. The Beatles, Let It Be. If you want a really nice copy, this is a 70 USOG. Beautiful copy, $74.99. It does have a clip corner But that's a 70 Los Angeles West Coast Press, $74.99. Rare Earth in concert with the backpack cover, $29.99 for Rare Earth in concert. The Rolling Stones Exile on Main Street. This is a LA press as well. It has 8 postcards with it, which are always missing. Has the hype sticker. Someone was fortunate enough for us to keep the hype sticker with the tracks. $74.99. These are all buy it now, or if you want to make an offer, especially on something like the Rolling Stones or the Beatles or Woodstock, anything 30 and up, my ears will be open. Spirit, 12 Dreams of Dr. Sardonicus. That's a VG Plus, $14.99. Jan Hammer Group, Oh Yeah, is a VG copy, $12.99. Now some of the check condition stuff, I believe. The Doobie Brothers, One Step Closer, VG Plus, $9.99. The Who, It's Hard, EX copy, $17.99. Bob Welch, French Kiss, is a VG copy, $9.99. Bob Welch, French Kiss. Sand was EX, $64.99. Alex has the Beach Boys and Jan and Dean for $15. That's going twice, going 3 times. Sheila E is $15 if anybody wants to go ahead and bid before it's a buy it now. Styx Cornerstone, Styx, VG Plus, $14.99. Kingfish, Trident. This is Grateful Dead related. It's got, let's see, who was the Grateful Dead? Joe English, drums. I know there's at least one member of the Grateful Dead in here, right? EX copy, $19.99. John Ambrosics at $17 on the Beach Boys. Kingfish was EX, $19.99. And then we have Rare Bird Epic Forest, VG Plus on the vinyl, $14.99. And The Birds, Younger Than Yesterday, VG Plus, $14.99. And The Very Best of Gordon Lightfoot, that is EX, $17.99. That was the first couple bins of the night from earlier, kind of condensed down into one. I'm going to read through those one more time. If anybody wants anything or wants to make an offer, now's the time. Gordon Lightfoot, The Birds, Rare Earth, Styx, Sand, Bob Welch, The Who, Doobie Brothers, Jan Hammer, Spirit, The Stones, Rare Earth, The Beatles, The Firm, Woodstock, Lou Reed, Jay Giles, Outlaws, Wings, Jay Giles, and a tough to get Seeger. I'm like, that's maybe the surprise of the night. That will definitely go in the flip crate. I can't believe this didn't sell that I'll post in the group this morning or tomorrow morning. If that does not, what just happened to my chat? I'll have to reset it. I accidentally got on the CNBC app. Let's see here. Jeff McMaster says he'd give $15.99 for Kingfish. Go ahead and sell that to Jeff McMaster, $15.99. Alex is back in on the Beach Boys at 21. Alex is in on the Beach Boys at 21. Let's see what we have here. Which other crate? That's the Fog Hat. I think this is the other crate of vintage from tonight. Certainly looks like it. So let's run through this one more time. And then I'll do some. Lou Reed was $34.99. Beach Boys is now at 22. Alex and John battling out over the Beach Boys versus Jan and Dean. We'll do another recap because the last crate of vintage from tonight is stuff we showed, the last part of the show. So I'm doing the stuff that we showed just probably during the first half of part 1. And then I'll start going back through some old bins. I'm going to go ahead and make Sheila E. a buy it now. $15. Japanese press, if anybody wants that. $15 for Sheila E. Go ahead and just say, Chad, I'll take Sheila E. Next is Jackson Brown, Lives in the Balance, Japanese press. This is a $15 start. Jackson Brown, Lives in the Balance. $15 start on that. Susie wants a U2 War and a U2 October. That would be from this previous crate. But Susie, you've got it. U2 October and U2 War. Those are both sold to Susie. $31 and $29.99. $25 on the Beach Boys now. This crate has Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young, Four-Way Street. Is it actually a nice copy? It is, which is just unusual for this record. Nice cover, too. $34.99. That's a live Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young. Kansas, The Point of No Return. $19.99 for Kansas, Point of No Return. Men Without Hats, Folk of the 80s Part 3. Men Without Hats is still available. $24.99. Eric Clapton at His Best. This is a double LP Eric Clapton compilation. Let It Rain, Sea of Joy, Layla, After Midnight, Little Wing, Presence of the Lord. That is $34.99. Linda Ronstadt, Simple Dreams, $9.99. Led Zeppelin, this was an OG 61 Richmond press, Porky and the Dead Wax. Really nice copy of Led Zeppelin 4, $64.99. We sold, of course, Led Zeppelin 1 earlier tonight. Really nice copy that sold at auction. Steve Winwood, Back in the High Life, $19.99. And Chuck Mangione, Fun and Games, in shrink wrap. ABC Sports 1980 Winter Olympics song, $9.99. Let's sell Dell Sanders, Sheila E. for $12. And we're going to sell Joe Maynard, the Lou Reed, for $28. Joe Maynard gets the Lou Reed for $28. Rock and roll animal. Really nice copy, too. Sold and sold. Alex has the Beach Boys for $30. John says he's out, so that's going twice, going 3 times. They were the only 2 bidders. Now it's down to Alex. Final call. If somebody wants to get in on that before it becomes a buy it now. Gypsy was from 1970, $74.99. The Best of B.B. King, $19.99 for the Best of B.B. King. Toto, Turn Back, $19.99. That was a radio station copy. ZZ Top, Fandango, one of the few ZZ Top albums that are left behind tonight, especially Eliminator. This one has Give Me All Your Lovin', Got Me Under Pressure, Sharp Dressed Man, Legs. I think those are all on there, yeah. $34.99. Jimi Hendrix Smash Hits, also $34.99. Purple Haze, Fire, Hey Joe, Foxy Lady, Crosstown Traffic. The Guess Who Flavors and Shrink Wrap with Hype Sticker, $14.99. Alan Parsons Project, really nice copy. Really nice copy. Turn of a Friendly Card. All those albums are great. $19.99. Michael Jackson Thriller. Never can have enough of these. This one's still left behind, though. $34.99 for Thriller. Lou Reed Take Off. I Can't Stand It. That's a 1979 German pressing. Don't recall seeing too many of those before. 79 German. Fandango was $34.99. The Fraternity of Man, Get It On, is $34.99. Fraternity of Man. That's in shrink wrap. Dot Records. Really nice. Eliminator for $27. Sell that to Joe Maynard for $27. We're also going to sell Alex Roman, the Beach Boys, for $30. And if anybody wants Jackson Brown, it's a $15 buy it now. Jackson Brown, Lives in the Balance, $15 buy it now on that. Next 2 Japanese pressings up for auction is going to be Simon & Garfunkel, the concert in Central Park. This is actually a really cool packaging on this. This is going to be a $20 start. $20 start on the concert in Central Park. 2 LP, near mint and pristine. It includes the booklet. There you have it. The concert in Central Park. There's the Japanese insert. Really nice cover with Obi. Just a $20 start on that. The concert in Central Park. Boy, I'd like to have been there. That'd been pretty cool. Simon & Garfunkel, New York City. $20 start on that. And Linda Ronstadt, Mad Love. Pristine Japanese pressing with insert. Just a $15 start on that. $15 on Linda and $20 on Simon & Garfunkel. Any 45s? Yeah, I can grab a couple handfuls. I got some really good ones we hadn't shown in a while. Ian Hunter, You're Never Alone with a Schizophreniac. That's $19.99. Joni Mitchell, Court and Spark, $19.99. Spirit Theater, Diamonds. That is $19.99. War, Deliver the Word, $24.99. Really clean copy of Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young, Deja Vu, $34.99. The Kinks, Face to Face, that's $29.99, 1980 Spain. The Best of Spirit. The Best of Spirit is $19.99. Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid, that's a Bob Dylan soundtrack, $34.99. $34.99. James Bragg said he'd give $15 for Joni. Sell that to James Bragg. That's Court and Spark. Great album. That's James Bragg's for $15. Jeff Beck Group, $19.99. Paul Simon is $19.99. Stan Getz, Captain Marvel, $24.99. The Best of the Guess Who. Here's one of those I can't believe it didn't sell. It has the original inner sleeve, original label, near mint, gatefold, and the poster. $24.99. Toto Hydra, that was $19.99. Isaac Hayes is still available. 1969 Terre Haute Press, $29.99 on that. Fleetwood Mac, here's a couple other surprises. Self-titled Fleetwood Mac. This has the lyric insert with it. $34.99. Fleetwood Mac self-titled. Monday Morning, Warm Ways, Blue Letter, Rhiannon, Over My Head, Crystal. Say That You Love Me, Landslide, World Turning, Sugar Daddy, and I'm So Afraid. $34.99. John, if you want the Guess Who, you can have it. If not, it's sold to Alex Roman for sticker. Just let me know if you want that for $24.99. John, Alex was second. I'm going to go ahead and end these auctions. If anybody wants Linda Ronstadt, $15 buy it now. Mad Love. If anybody wants that. And Simon & Garfunkel, a $20 buy it now. Concert in Central Park. Live, Simon & Garfunkel. Wow. Obi, complete, book, near mint. $20 buy it now on that. $20 buy it now on that. That is a $20 buy it now. Concert in Central Park. Let's see. John said, well, we're waiting to see if John wants it for $24.99. Bert Jordan said he will take the Linda Ronstadt for $15. Alex gets the Guess Who for sticker, $24.99. So that's sold to Alex Roman, the Guess Who, not John. So Alex gets the Guess Who. Bert gets Linda Ronstadt for $15. Kelly, I will take your $30 offer on Fleetwood Mac. That's sold to Kelly. Andrew Schoen wants the Simon & Garfunkel for $20. That's sold to Andrew. And $30 on Fleetwood Mac if Kendon's in the dead wax. Tim, I've already sold it. That is sold to Kelly for $30. Let me grab 2 more auctions. At this point, they're not auctions. They're just... Now this one, I don't know if I should put this up tonight. I was going to advertise it first, but look what I've got. My Way of Kung Fu, Bruce Lee. I'm only going to put this up if Adam Stein and George Somers are watching so they can bid against each other. But I forgot I had that one. I have not put that up for auction before. I think a lot of these I haven't. Like this, is this Herb Albert? Yeah, Herb Albert. I hadn't ran this one before. And I've got a really good deal coming up on Eric Clapton Money and Cigarettes. So this is Herb Albert's Greatest Hits. Herb Albert and the Tijuana Brass Greatest Hits. Lonely Bull, Tijuana, A Taste of Honey, stuff from Herb Albert. Hello Dolly, The Guys in Love, Monday. Yeah, this is a $15 start. Only a $15 start. Herb Albert's Greatest Hits. Japanese press of Obi, pristine with the insert. And then Eric Clapton, Money and Cigarettes, $20 start on that. Eric Clapton, Money and Cigarettes, $20 start on that. Frampton Comes Alive, surprisingly still available, $29.99. Foreigner Head Games in shrink wrap. I'm telling y'all, for $15, you couldn't even get these from Japan. That wouldn't even cover the shipping from Japan. They charge about $17 to ship one of these from Japan. Keep that in mind when you're bidding on these. We've got these. We buy a lot. We get them wholesale where we can sell them to y'all. But you got to keep in mind, if you get online and order one Herb Albert for $20 on there, it's going to be $17 to ship it. If that. That's probably a minimum. Peter Frampton is $19.99. This is Peter Frampton. Where Should I Be? Peter Frampton. Steely Dan, Aja is $29.99. James Taylor, JT, $14.99 on James Taylor. Fleetwood Mac Rumors. Here's another, I can't believe this didn't sell. It's in the original inner sleeve, which is the lyrics. It's like a 2-page flip. It's a repress, but it is near mint. Let me read some songs on this. Secondhand News, Dreams, Never Going Back Again, Don't Stop, Go Your Own Way. Songbird, The Chain, You Make Lovin' Fun, I Don't Want to Know. I love that one. Oh Daddy and Gold Dust Woman, $34.99. Steely Dan, Dublé is what I've been saying double for years. Evidently it's Dublé. Blue, $14.99. Moody Blues, Caught Live plus 5, $19.99. And Bachman Turner Overdrive 2, $14.99. Herb Albert, we had 3 bids on Herb Albert. Alex Roman, Richard Group, and Bert Jordan. Alex was first, so Bert and Richard, you're out. Alex has that for $15, going once, going twice. Aja, Fred wants to know the price. It is $29.99. It is $29.99. If you don't want it, then it's sold to John Porter. Looking for a $20 start on Eric Clapton, you can bid now or you can wait for the buy it now. Humble Pie, Eat It. This has the booklet with it, $29.99. The Best of Leon Russell, $19.99. The Dramatics, What You See Is What You Get. This is $49.99 from 1971. Loose Gravel is $19.99, 1982 French pressing. Uncle Willard, 90 proof, just one more time, that is sealed. $24.99. The Amazing Rhythm Aces, $14.99. Moody Blues and the Moody Blues. This is Every Good Boy and To Our Children. That is $14 and $24.99. He passes on Steely Dan, so Tanner, John Porter gets Steely Dan, Aja. Fleetwood Mac Rumors, $25. I don't want to do that, but Michael, I'll do the same thing I did for the self-titled. I'll sell that for $30. I think this is the only vintage copy of Rumors that I have in the store. Usually the vintage ones get grabbed. Of course, I have new pressings. I just ordered more last night because I only have one of the single LP Fleetwood Mac. They're going to be selling Rumors. I'm going to go ahead and let y'all know. I see so many younger people, much even younger than me, listen to Fleetwood Mac. They're going to be pressing, and we're going to be selling copies of Rumors on vinyl for the next 50 years. I promise you. We're going to be selling Rumors for at least 50 more years. And probably the Beatles and Metallica and Queen and Led Zeppelin and Tom Petty and Alice in Chains and Soundgarden and Rush and lots of others I could name off. It'll be around for a while. That's sold to Michael Nath for $30. Head Game's lowest price. This is a nice copy, but I will do 10% off would be $18. I'll do this for $17. It is near mint. $17 for Foreigner Head Game. $17. And Pearl Jam and what's some of this other stuff? Smashing Pumpkins for sure. Oh my gosh. We'll be selling Smashing Pumpkins albums in the year 2080. 100%. James Bragg, if we're not, I'll be surprised. Let's see, how long is that? 50? I'll be an elderly man if I'm lucky enough to be alive, but I say there'll be people still listening to Smashing Pumpkins. James Bragg, that was sold for $17 to James Bragg. Okay, so Herb Albert, we have some stray bidders and no one has set out. Let me get everybody on the same page. I need 3 people to closely pay attention, and that's Rich Group, Alex Roman, and Burt Jordan. Alex has the high bid on this on 17. Alex Roman is the high bidder on 17, at 17. If you want to bid, that means Rich Group and Burt Jordan, you've got to bid more than 17. If not, and you say out, I'm going to sell that to Alex. Who wants Eric Clapton for $20? Who wants Eric Clapton for $20? Money and cigarettes. $20 on that. Burt's at 18 on Herb Albert. Craig Proper, MJ was near mint. It's got the original inner sleeve, gatefold, of course, $34.99. Okay. Led Zeppelin 1 has been out for, what, over 50 years now, and it's just as relevant and new as it was 50 years ago. It's amazing, but it is. Okay, I will try this tonight, just see if anybody's interested. This is My Way of Kung Fu by Bruce Lee. It's a Japanese press. This is a $55 start if anybody wants in. We've already sold Foreigner 4. We've already sold Foreigner 4. $55 start for My Way of Kung Fu by Bruce Lee. Japanese press. $55 start if anybody wants in on that. There's the Japanese insert. Really cool Bruce Lee record. $55 start on that. I don't know if Adam or George is watching, but there you have it. Herb Albert, 18.19. Andrew Schoen wants the Clapton. That leaves Jackson Brown. Will anybody give 12? Will anybody give 12 for it? Not 15. How about 12? Jackson Brown lives in the ballots. Herb Albert is, let's see here, 20. 22, Andrew Schoen. Herb Albert's at 19. John Porter says he'll take the Jackson Brown for 12. There you go. I'm trying to wipe all this out so we can get into some new shipments. After we go through one time, I usually don't let it stick around much longer. We'll get them sold. I like emptying bins for sure. Mike Bloomfield, I don't know if I ever put this one up. And Chariots of Fire. So, Bert, they're still bidding on Herb Albert. I got 2 auctions up. Let me wait on that. Okay, let me find a bin that maybe we hadn't gone through recently. So we'll do a buy it now best offer. Can I do some condensing here? Where's the bin I just had? Right there. Was that the bin I went through earlier? Yeah. They can almost be put in there. I'll wait though. That'll be a pretty tight fit. Galaxy. Let me find a crate over here. Let's see what we got. Steppenwolf Live, Status Quo, Van Halen, Ozzy, Steppenwolf, Lightfoot, Cash, a couple jazz titles maybe. Let's go through these. I don't know, these are pretty recent, but there's some really good stuff in here, so let's see what we got. These crates are from a website called I think it's called Milk Crates Direct. It's called Super Plastics or something like that. I usually, just anytime I can never remember their website, so I just Google Milk Crate Direct. We have to order, I think we order 54 at a time. When we order 54 at a time, they cost us about $18, $17, $18 a piece. They're not cheap. We probably have over $15,000, $20,000 invested in crates easily, but we have to have them. So we have a lot of crates, but we have a lot of records, and this is the best thing I've ever found. For transporting them, moving them around a store, this is what we use. Milk Crates Direct, there it is. That's the actual name of the website, okay. But when you get a bill from them, it's under a different company, so, but there it is. But yeah, you can order, and you can order the problem is shipping them, and you know, they come freight, so that's a big chunk. There's a jazz tab in here, which I think is just like a few, but we'll see what's in here. Okay, Herb Albert, they're still bidding on that. If anybody wants Bruce Lee, $55 buy it now. My Way of Kung Fu, Bruce Lee, $55 buy it now. If anybody wants that one now, I'm probably going to use that probably even use that in a hot picture for one of our upcoming sales this week. I forgot I had that one. Herb Albert's now at 25. Let me get this put away if I can. Being a little stubborn. There we go. All right, put that over here. That means I can do one of those I grabbed a second ago, which is the Best of Mike Bloomfield. Best of Mike Bloomfield, $15 start. Best of Mike Bloomfield, Japanese press, near mint pristine with the insert, $15 start. Farmplast, that's it, Farmplast. What was I saying earlier? Something close to that. Alex is at 25 on Herb Albert. Bert says he's out, so final call on that, and I'm looking for a $15 start on the Best of Mike Bloomfield. Let's see what's in this crate. Jethro Tull Benefit. Jethro Tull Benefit. These are all buy it now, best offer. $19.99 on Jethro Tull Benefit. Buy it now, best offer. Michael Nath is at 15 on Mike Bloomfield. Steve Miller Band Anthology. $34.99. Steve Miller Band Anthology. $34.99. $24.99. The Steve Miller Band Brave New World. Steve Miller Band Brave New World. $24.99. Frank Sinatra and Count Basie. This is a sealed copy, an original sealed copy. $29.99 from what about the early mid 60s there. Sinatra and Basie. That is sealed. $29.99. There's the same Steve Miller Band record. The Fabulous Thunderbirds in shrink wrap. Tough Enough. $19.99 for Fabulous Thunderbirds. Final call on Mike Bloomfield at $15. Roy Orbison in Dreams, the Roy Orbison's greatest hits. We sold one of those last night. $24.99. The Sun Story Volume 6. Carl Mann. $19.99. Sun Story Volume 6. And Yes Songs. This is a triple LP, Yes Songs. 1973 Richmond Press. $39.99. And Frank Sinatra, Point of No Return. $14.99 for Frank Sinatra, Point of No Return. Let's sell Alex Roman, the Herb Albert, for $25. We're going to sell Michael Nath, the Mike Bloomfield, for $15. I haven't seen an invoice for Monday. Go check your email, please, Anthony Miller. Check your email. We sent a mass automation this week through email. So check your email. If you don't see it there, check your junk folder. If you don't see it there, then send us a message via Facebook Messenger, and we'll figure out what's going on. We'll either send it to you again through email, or we'll send it to you through Messenger. John Ambrosic on the Fabulous Thunderbirds, $15. Sell that to John Ambrosic for $15. The original Clean Head, Eddie Clean Head Vincent. That's a VG Plus, $14.99. We have Jazz at the Philharmonic in Europe with Stan Getz, Dizzy Gillespie, J.J. Johnson. This is $24.99. Kansas City, Atlantic Jazz, $19.99. Atlantic Jazz, Kansas City, $19.99. Red, this is Red Allen and Jack T. Garden at Newport. That's a Japanese press, $44.99. These are all buy it now, best offer. Jazz at Preservation Hall, Billy and D.D. Pierce and Jim Robinson's New Orleans Band. That's in shrink wrap, $14.99. The Historic Savoy Sessions, the original Masters by the Legendary Masters, $19.99. Michael Nath wants the Clean Head. That's sold to Michael Nath. Boogie Woogie, Maud Lewis, Pete Johnson, and Albert Amons. That is $19.99. And the James Blood Tales of Captain Black, $34.99. Somebody asked earlier about the dramatics. Let me get that. There's some more right there too. Yeah. Here's our record dividers. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are 5-pack. These are 5-pack record dividers. They're 5-gauge. And these are $14.99. $14.99 for the 5-pack record dividers. That's $14.99. And we got Derek Clark's name already on it. $14.99. So yeah, let me know if you want those, Derek. I've got 3 more packs like that. They're 5-gauge. These are actually really, you know, with these record dividers, you want them a thicker point, as they call it. So, you know, the weight of the records, they don't break. These old ones are great. They're really sturdy. So I've got those if anybody wants them. Derek, Allison, Paul, and we can get more. So that's a 5-pack for $14.99. Okay, Latin for Lovers, Cal Jader with strings, arrangements by Jack Weeks. That's a 1958 red vinyl. I do not have black dividers, but I can get them. I can check into that. That's the old red vinyl on the Fantasy label. That's from 1958, $39.99. Ashish Khan, young master of the Sarad, Ala Raka Tabla, 1999. Definitely Indian. New Orleans. So this is an Atlantic Jazz, which is the label, and the other one was Kansas City. This one's New Orleans. New Orleans, and that's $19.99. Weather Report, Mr. Gone, $19.99. And Just Dave Van Ronk. Dave Van Ronk is $39.99 from 1964. So Derek's going to let us know if he wants some, since he asked about them. Allison wants a pack, Paul Bill wants a pack, and then James Bragg wants a pack. Then let's find out if we can get, we'll kind of put Michael Nath on a black dividers waiting list, and then Michael, I'll let you know if they're the same price and if they're available. Cal Jader, this is, let me figure out the title of this one. Huracan, Cal Jader is 1978 German for $26.99. And Cal Jader and Eddie Palmieri. I'm not getting that out quite correctly. Al Sonido Nuevo. Well, these are some tough titles here. This is like going through death metal. VG Plus, $19.99. Cal Jader Sextet with Stan Getz. That one looks good. It's a 1958 red vinyl, $49.99. $49.99. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Make sure when you're ordering these, you get the super crates. The super crates are for storing records because these have the wide edge on them. There's some crates that are too small, and you can accidentally order the wrong one. So make sure you're getting the super crates. That's what store. See how there's a depth to it? And, I mean, we can stack hundreds of pounds on top of these, and it doesn't do any damage to the vinyl or the crate. These are very well made. Preservation Hall, $10. That's for Doc Smith. Let me see what I had on that. Doc, I will sell that to you for $10. Sell Doc that for $10, Preservation Hall. Herbie Mann and João Gilberto with Antonio Carlos Jobim. That is 1966, $29.99. Recorded live at Rio de Janeiro, or recorded in Rio de Janeiro. Organ Grinder Swing. Well, these are giving me some curveballs. The Incredible Jimmy Smith, $24.99. Layla, Derek and the Dominoes, $34.99. Layla, Derek and the Dominoes. Really nice copy. That's an RSO reissue. Near mint, though, $34.99. Johnny Cash, Blood, Sweat, and Tears, $29.99. This is the original Columbia 2-eye pressing. Blood, Sweat, and Tears, $29.99. The Legend of John Henry's Hammer. The Legend of John Henry's Hammer. Casey Jones, 9-pound hammer. James Gang. This sleeve definitely does not need to go back in the jacket. It needs to go behind the cover. These are all buy it now best offer. Johnny Cash, Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Johnny Cash Greatest Hits Volume 3, $19.99. Jay Giles, Freeze Frame. Didn't somebody ask if we had one of these earlier? Here's your chance. $19.99, Freeze Frame. Very nice copy. Waylon Jennings, Waylon. This is a 1970 Hollywood press. $49.99. $49.99. Waylon Jennings, $49.99. Waylon Jennings, The Taker, Tulsa. This is $64.99. Waylon Jennings, The Taker, Tulsa, $64.99. Let me go grab my bottle of water right quick. Not before I show you a Yoko Ono. I might as well not even tell the price because no one's going to buy it. Let me see what I've got in the Japanese bin. I've got a rainbow that I think I've put up before. Let me try that one again. And I've got another Eric Clapton. We've got Rainbow, Straight Between the Eyes. Rainbow, Straight Between the Eyes. $35 start, Japanese press. $35 start, Rainbow, Straight Between the Eyes, near mint Japanese press. And we have an Eric Clapton was here. Eric Clapton was here. $20 start, near mint and pristine. Near mint and pristine. Price on Yoko. Approximately Infinite Universe. It's a 1973 Jacksonville press, $39.99. $39.99. Approximately Infinite Universe. 2 LP Japanese pressing, original inner sleeves. Near mint Apple, $39.99. Rainbow is a $30 start and Eric Clapton was $20. Okay, we had got to Willie Nelson, Phases and Stages. That's a 1974 Monarch from Atlantic, $49.99. And Charlie Rich, I Still Believe in Love, $9.99. Lightfoot, Gordon Lightfoot is $19.99. And Johnny Cash, America, a 200-year salute in story and song, $24.99. Patrick's at $20 on Eric Clapton. That's going once, going twice. No bid yet on Rainbow, looking for a $30 start. And we're going to sell Scott Smith Yoko for $30. I've sold a lot of Yokos over the years, some pricey ones too. I've sold a lot for $20, $30, $40, $50, $60, $70, $80. The original Apple pressings it's not like they're cheap, right, Tanner? It's not like they're just cheap. That one's worth $30. That's what we just sold it for. There was another U2 in the crate. Seems like you had 3 different ones, so I'll take that one as well because someone tell please what's going on with my auto. Susie needs a copy of U2 Pop. She got October and War. She needs a copy of U2 Pop, which is somewhere around here somewhere. U2 Pop. U2 Pop. Let's see here. That crate, of course, is on the very bottom. U2 Pop. Okay. Eric Clapton is sold to Patrick Lear for $20. If anybody wants Rainbow, it's a $30 buy it now. $30 buy it now on Rainbow. Johnny Cash, The Holy Land, $24.99 with the lenticular cover. This is Ringo Starr, Drowning in the Sea of Love, $14.99, 12-inch single Ringo Starr. Paul McCartney, this is a 1970 UK press, $44.99. Paul McCartney, 1970 UK press. Eric Clapton and the Yardbirds, 5 Long Years, $19.99. Eric Clapton and the Yardbirds, 5 Long Years. Steppenwolf, Hour of the Wolf. Steppenwolf is $19.99. Hour of the Wolf, and Steppenwolf Live is $34.99. Steppenwolf Live is $34.99. Welcome to My World, Dean Martin, $9.99. And Gimme Some Lovin', Spencer Davis Group. This is a Spencer Davis Group greatest hits. Keep on Running, Give Me Some Lovin', Somebody Help Me. That's $19.99. McCartney, I believe this was a really nice pressing. Best of my memory. Laminate cover, gatefold. Boy, that sounded good. Did you hear that? It's always a good sign when you open up a gatefold and it makes a popping sound. John Young, this is a nice, let me see what's going on here. I don't know if those are scuffs or somebody's, looks like somebody's fingerprint. It looks like maybe a customer has touched that since it's been out on the floor. It looks like a fingerprint, a big smudge on it. Yeah, that's a very nice copy. And that is $44.99. We've got it as a 70 UK, I hope. That's what John has come up with the matrix. Ricky Lee Jones, The Magazine, $19.99. Spooky Tooth, You Broke My Heart, So I Busted Your Jaw, $24.99. David Jonathan, Here Comes the Night. This is $19.99. And The Inmates, Shot in the Dark. The Inmates is $14.99. Let's see what else I got in the Japanese bin. I have Duran Duran, Cream, Paul McCartney, The Beatles, White Knights, Vandenberg, Emerson, Lake and Palmer, The Jacksons, The Beatles, Simon and Garfunkel, The Beatles, The Beatles, The Beatles, The Beatles, The Beatles, The Beatles, Beatles, John Lennon, The Beatles, John Lennon, The Beatles, The Beatles, The Beatles, The Beatles, Michael Jackson, and Wham. So let's try the White Knights and Vandenberg again. White Knights and Vandenberg. Michael Nath wants Eric Clapton and the Yardbirds for $15. Sell that to Michael Nath, Eric Clapton and the Yardbirds. We have the White Knights soundtrack and Vandenberg, Heading for a Storm. $15 starts on those. White Knights soundtrack and Vandenberg, Heading for a Storm. Heading for a Storm. I'm keeping all of my Beatles stuff together, or at least trying to. Let me put these somewhere else. Put them over here. SDG for $15. That was SDG, Spencer Davis Group. Sell that to John Porter for $15 as well. Joe Jackson, Look Sharp. Joe Jackson is $19.99. Ricky Lee Jones, Pirates. Ricky Lee Jones, Pirates, that's $14.99. Trash It Up, Southside Johnny, $14.99. Trash It Up. Messages from the Status Quo, featuring pictures of Matchstick Men, $39.99. 1968, $39.99. Something Happens. Something Happens, stuck together with God's glue, $29.99. Something Happens, stuck together with God's glue. Supertramp, Famous Last Words, $19.99. Paul McCartney, Press to Play. Paul McCartney is $24.99. Press to Play. Sergio Mendes, Greatest Hits. We had Herb Albert's Greatest Hits earlier. There's Sergio Mendes, $19.99. Jefferson Airplane, After Bathing at Baxter's, is $24.99. Orange RCA, that's a 1969 Indianapolis press. Concert for Bangladesh, $49.99. George Harrison and Friends. Ozzy, Blizzard of Oz, is a 1981 Pittman press. VG Plus, $49.99. OG, Ozzy, $41.99. And Van Halen 2 is $44.99. Wow, what's those doing in there? Ozzy and Van Halen. If anybody wants these two Japanese pressings, they're a buy it now for $15. White Knights and Vandenberg. White Knights and Vandenberg for $15 buy it nows. Vandenberg and White Knights. Who wants them? 15 and 15. There's another one that I hadn't put up yet. First, we've got Chariots of Fire. That's a $15 start. Music by Vangelis. $15 start for that. Near Mint and Pristine with Obi. Chariots of Fire. That's a $15 start. John offered $40 for Ringo and the McCartney single, or for the McCartney single, for the Ringo single and the McCartney UK. Sell those to John Young for $40. And I still got Rainbow if anybody wants to make an offer on that. And that's the only Beatles record, I guess, left in that. Let me go ahead and pull out Concert for Bangladesh. And I'm going to read through those titles one more time. We had Van Halen, Ozzy, Jefferson Airplane, Sergio Mendes, Supertramp, Something Happens, Status Quo, Ricky Lee Jones, Joe Jackson, The Inmates, David Jonathan, Spooky Tooth, Ricky Lee Jones, Dean Martin, Steppenwolf, Johnny Cash, Lightfoot, Charlie Rich. Willie Nelson's still available. Phases and Stages. Waylon Jennings, Jay Giles. I wish I knew who asked about Freeze Frame earlier, because there's a copy. Cash. It's a reissue. It's a 70s reissue. It's still a vintage copy, but that's a nice copy of Derek and the Dominoes. Then all the jazz stuff. Jimmy Smith, Herbie Mann, Jader and Getz, Jader, Dave Van Rock, Weather Report, New Orleans Comp, the Indian music, Cal Jader again. This was Tales of Captain Black, Boogie Woogie, Savoy Sessions, Red Allen, Jack Teagarden, Kansas City compilation, and the Jazz the Philharmonic. In the back of the crate, we had Frank Sinatra, Yes Songs, Carl Mann, Roy Orbison, Steve Miller Band, Sinatra and Basie was sealed, Steve Miller Band Anthology, and Jethro Tull Benefit. Derek and the Domino, I'll say that for $28. I think we had $34.99 on it, right? Let's see, I'll say that for $28. $34.99, I'll sell that to you for $28. Let me check on that Bangladesh for you. John Young, let's see here. Concert for Bangladesh. He said, yep, that means 28 for him. $49.99 on this. John Young, look at this beautiful Tennessee orange. No book. It don't come easy. Beware of darkness. Introduction of the band. While my guitar gently weeps. Jumpin' Jack Flash and Youngblood. I wonder who's doing those. Here Comes the Sun. You can probably guess who did that one. George Harrison. Then we got some Ravi Shankar stuff. Something in Bangladesh. That's definitely George Harrison. A Hard Rain's Gonna Fall. It Takes a Lot. Those are Bob Dylan. Here's the Bob Dylan side. Just Like a Woman, Tambourine Man, Blowing in the Wind. And then we have Wah Wah, My Sweet Lord, Awaiting on You All. And that's The Way God Planned It. Leon Russell, that's who's the other one. Thank you, Tony. Okay, best deal for Jimmy Doc Smith, I will say that for $18. $18. It's at $24.99. That's my best price. The Savoy Sessions, that Michael Nath is $19.99. Wow, this is a silver stamp promo, not a gold stamp, a silver stamp promo. The Historic Savoy Sessions by Legendary Masters. Charlie Parker, Lester Young, John Coltrane's on here, Milt Jackson, Yusef Lateef, Dizzy Gillespie. Let's see. Doc Smith said sold, and that was $18. Sell him Jimmy Smith for $18, and the Savoy Session, sell that to Michael Nath for $15. The best price on Willie and Bangladesh. I'm going to give you the phonics for that so I can get it implanted in my mind. Bangladesh. I think when George Harrison says it, he says Bangladesh. But it is Desh, right? Okay, John Young, you're looking at $80 for both of those. $50? This isn't buy one, get one free night. $80 for both of those. $80 for both of those. Okay, let me put these away. What time is it? Wow, it's midnight. Let's do just a quick recap of something, and then we're going to wrap it up for tonight. We're going to do this all again tomorrow. We'll start at 7 o'clock tomorrow. We'll do this at 7 o'clock tomorrow. I think Susie says she wants the Indian music. Is that right, Susie? The Ashish Khan. And anybody else? Chariots of Fire. Chariots of Fire is a $15 buy it now. I don't do a BOGO night. I'll do a best deal night. This is Steve. Let's see. Steve Miller Anthology. This is earlier Steve Miller Band. So this came out in 72. This came out in 72. So his, this isn't going to have, this is not going to have Take the Money and Run and Fly Like an Eagle. This is the earlier version of Steve Miller Band. But it is $34.99. The Bangladesh was $49.99. And I told John Young I would take $80 for that. And what did he offer? $80 for that. And what was the $80? And the Wheelie Phases and Stages, which is surprisingly still available. Johnny and Waylon bundle. Wayne Titsworth, my best price on this will be, you were not too far apart. You're looking at $32 on that. $32 on that. Let's see here. Let me pull out the Johnnies and Waylons for Brent right quick. We're looking at Johnny, Waylon, Johnny. Let me do some math. 30, 50, 164, 182. You're looking at 225 there. 225. He said throw in Willie for good measure. Now you're at 275. Wow. $220. $220. That's more than $5 off each record. That's 20% off. 20% off on those if you're buying all of them. $220. Sean Fairweather wants the best price on Kansas City and the New Orleans bundle. Kansas City and New Orleans. There's New Orleans and there's Kansas City. Sean, I will do those for 15 and 15. 30 for both of them. 15 and 15. 30 for both of those. Let me reset my chat. Sinatra and Basie best price for James Bragg. Let's see here. Let's see. 200 and I'm dancing. I don't know about that. Let me think about 30 more seconds. If anybody wants to deal on those, Sean passes, so 30 on those if anybody wants them. Scott Smith, if you want this, $40. Let's see here. Last crate. Yeah, last crate freaks everybody out. They're like, oh my gosh, I better buy something. Rich, $15 on that. That's an already reduced start. The bad thing about putting stuff on sale is I put it on sale and then there's always a added discount on top of that. So that's like, that makes my head spin. What was the other thing? Best price on Sinatra and Basie. Because this is sealed, I'll keep that in consideration when I sell it to you for $22. $22. $22, which it's at $29.99. Brent, $210. Lenticular cover. Usually that one sells. These very desirable Waylon albums. Greatest hits. Original Columbia 2i. And then the super desirable, the two Willie albums that was on Atlantic. Phases and Stages and Shotgun Willie. Those are $210. How could you say no? $210. Susie got the Indian music. James Bragg, we're going to sell him Sinatra and Basie for $22. That's sold to James Bragg. Rich Group, how could he say no to this for $15? A mint, pristine, Japanese pressings of Chariots of Fire. Susie got that. Do you still have Yes Fragile? I do. It's in this crate, one of these crates we didn't go back through a second time, but I do have it. Yes Fragile. Sell that to Stephen Chesney for $15. Let me find it. Yes Fragile, $15. 5-digit Atlantic. That's Stephen Chesney's for $15. Michael Nass says he'll take these two for $30. Okay. Brent's throwing this like left hand hook to my face. Oh my gosh. Okay, sell these to Brent. I'm not putting them back in the crate. Sell those to Brent Rabley for $200. And now I just got to get Scott Smith to buy this for $40, or John Young. And I got to get Rich Group to buy this for $15. And then we can call it a night. I really don't have much more to offer y'all. Susie. Let's see what's in this crate, this next crate. Let me put something up and just discount it. We already sold one tonight for $24.99. Here's one for, it's got a little bit of cover wear, $17 for ZZ Top Afterburner. $17 for ZZ Top Afterburner. Scott said $35. Well, I got, let's see, I got about, what did I get for, I technically got about $37.50 for, I got about $37.50 for Willie, maybe closer to $40, and you're at $35 on that. That's $75, and I wanted $80, so I'll sell it to you. Concert for Bangladesh, that's sold to Scott Smith for $35. John Ambrosic wants ZZ Top for $17. I like this. It's like one one flash like you've got a bomb. John Porter, you were second. That goes to John Ambrosic Tanner for $17. The Monkeys, an original stereo press of Pisces, Capricorn, Aquarius, Capricorn, and Jones. Very nice. $12. Pisces, Aquarius, Capricorn, and Jones. $12. Very nice vinyl. Nice cover, too. $12 on that. The Monkeys. The Monkeys. Let's do a Japanese press. Let's do one of these Beatles that I don't have very much of. Michael Church. No, John Porter. John Porter on the Monkeys. $12, Tanner. Michael Church second, Brent Rabley third, Angela fourth. Any Melancholy? We have Melancholy boxes for $199.99. I've got 2, 4. I've got 5 left. 5 left. The Beatles, ballads. 20 original tracks. Obi, Near Mint and Pristine. $35. $35 was $59.99. The Beatles ballads. $35. That's a 20-track Japanese compilation. I think the last time I put that up, I said a $45 or $55 start. Let's see here. Sell that to Nigel Del Rocket, $35. ELO was $19.99. How did this get left behind? El Dorado, a symphony for the Electric Light Orchestra. $14. Very nice copy. Original inner sleeve. Near mint minus vinyl. ELO, $14. $14. ELO, El Dorado, a symphony for the Electric Light Orchestra. Jeff Beck Flash, $12. Stickered at $19.99. Jeff Beck Flash. Near mint. Very nice copy. Nice cover too. Jeff Beck, $12. Angela Chesney gets ELO Tanner for $14. That's sold to Angela Chesney. John Ambrosic wants Jeff Beck for $12. That's sold to John Ambrosic. Bert Jordan, you were second on ELO. We're going to have a deal unlike any other here. I think that's what I say about every record I sell. This is a sealed copy of The Who. It's from 2004. Sealed copy of The Who Sellout. It was $35. $22. It's sealed. The Who Sellout. 2004 pressing. $22 on The Who Sellout. $22. Sold to Michael Church. Let's see here. We had Dale offered 10 for Vandenberg. Let me figure out what I've done with that. I think that's the only one that did not sell except Rainbow. Yeah, so, okay. Michael Church got that for $22. Sell that to Dale for $10. Rich is playing hardball tonight. We're going to go ahead and sell him Chariots of Fire for $10, just so the table's cleared. So Michael Church got that for $22. Dale got Vandenberg for $10, which was a steal. We should call the police on him, and we should call the police on Richard Group for sure. 100%. Okay. David Bowie, stickered at $34.99, and I've sold, no telling how many for that. 20. Yeah, let's just do 20. $20. David Bowie, Never Let Me Down. $20. Near Mint, original inner sleeve. Nice cover. $20 on David Bowie, Never Let Me Down. What do you think, Tanner? 10, yes. We don't continue until one sells. Fred Carnell, David Bowie, $20. Sold to Fred Carnell, $20. Bruce Springsteen, The Tunnel of Love, $17.99, $11. Bruce Springsteen, Tunnel of Love, original inner sleeve. I don't think this one fits like that. You got to keep it the other way. $20 on David Bowie to Fred Carnell. Michael Nath gets Bruce Springsteen, $11. I'm going to keep it actually back the way we had it. That's sold to Michael Nath for $11. Jeff McMaster was second. This is going to be $10 off. It's the Beatles, La Grande Storia del Rock. It is sealed, unopened, $17.99. Sealed, $17.99. The Beatles, The Birth of the Beatles, La Grande Storia del Rock, $17.99. Sealed. Sold to James Bragg. $17.99, Tanner. James Bragg. This is called After Midnight with Eric Clapton. It's like, if you can stay awake. I don't remember showing this record, but I originally had it out for $19.99. It's a near mint copy of Isaac Hayes' U-Turn in shrink wrap and hop sticker. $11. Another $11 buy it now. Isaac Hayes U-Turn, $11. Isaac Hayes, $11. Let's see what we have here. Somebody's about to get a heck of a deal on these. Boy, I like this cover. This is a classic looking picture of him, and this one's sealed. We're going to do a twofer on this guy. Isaac Hayes is sold to Brent Rabley for $11. We've got, let's see here. We're going to do this one. I think 20 on this. 20 on this would be a steal because it's a 2 LP. And if we do that one for 12, if we do that one for 20, I'll do this one for 12. So you're looking at $32. $32. You have Frank Sinatra. This is Sinatra. What a classic looking picture of him in the studio with his Capitol. So you're getting this for 12, both of them for 32. Original price tag on the back, Capitol Duophonic, and this is sealed. Frank Sinatra, 1943 to 1951. That was $29.99. From 1972 sealed. So I'm thinking 20 and 12, you're buying both of them for 32. Sinatra. This is a really nice copy from Capitol Records. Duophonic. Sinatra. One is sealed. I think we've already sold one of these tonight for $34.99. Well, I'm waiting for somebody to buy these. I said I wasn't continuing, but maybe that'll take a little bit longer for somebody to think about that. We've already sold one of these for $34.99. This one looks really nice. I'll show the LP, but I'll go ahead and tell you the price. I'll do this one for $26. I know we've already sold 2 or 3 in the last couple nights. Sinatra sold James Bragg, $32 for both of those, Tanner, 12 and 20. $26 on Tejas. This looks extremely nice. I can't believe this didn't sell. We must have showed this a night. We must have showed this a night when we had already a lot out. Oh, yeah. Very nice copy. ZZ Top, $26. This was at $34.99. What I usually, no clip corners or anything on this one. That's very nice. ZZ, $26. Sold to Brent Rabley. James Bragg kept it going with a Sinatra. That's sold to Brent Rabley. Let's see what else we got in here. ZZ Top was 26 to Brent, and James Bragg got the Sinatras for 32. Burt Jordan was second on Texas. This is stickered at $24.99. We're going to do it for $14. The Fix Phantoms, original inner sleeve, near mint minus vinyl. The Fix is $14. Phantoms, $14 on the Fix Phantoms. Super nice copy, cleaned and ready to sell. We're going to do a twofer deal on this artist called The Birds. But don't comment yet or I'll price them. No, let's do a threefer deal on The Birds. Let's see what we got here on The Birds. I just saw another one. This was supposed to be the next crate, but I like doing it like this better. Fred Carnell gets the Fix. We got the Fix is sold to Fred for $14. These are really nice copies of The Birds. Let me get a price first. They're stickered for $25, $20, and $27. I'm thinking $15 across the board. $15, $30, $45. $45. You have the Notorious Birds Brothers. Actually, there's one more. I didn't pull the other one. Let's do a 4 for $60. Yeah, let's do 4 for $60. We have The Best of the Birds, Greatest Hits Volume 2, $15. The Notorious Birds Brothers, that's a Columbia repress on that one. Younger Than Yesterday, all very nice copies. I remember these. Yeah, and this one is exceptionally nice. Very nice copies. This is a 71 Terre Haute, was 26, so we did 15 across the board on those. Younger Than Yesterday, Notorious, The Best of the Birds, Volume 2, and Dr. Bird's 4 Birds. Those are 15, 15, 15, and 15. Michael Nath was sold. All 4 of those for $60 to Michael Nath. Let's see here. Quick half-off record. Carole King, Welcome Home, $8. Carole King, Welcome Home, $8. Was $14.99. $8 on Carole King, Welcome Home. The Everly Brothers, 24 original classics. Bye Bye Love, Kathy's Clown, Bird Dog. This was priced at $24.99. I'm going to do it for $14. The Everly Brothers. The Everly Brothers. That's near me. A really nice comp. 24 tracks. John Porter gets the Carole King for $8. Richard Group was second. The Everly Brothers, $14. $14. 24 original hits. I'm going to do a couple more, and then we got to stop. We got to clean up, and I actually have to make a phone call at 1:05 to somebody. They work nights too. Let's see here. Who got Everly Brothers? Let's see. John Porter. John Porter got the Everly Brothers for $14, Tanner. He's saying James Bragg can have the Dr. Hyde if he wants it, or I'll take it with the Birds bundle. So I think Michael Nath may already have that Dr. Hyde. James Bragg, if you want it, for $15. If not, Michael said he'll keep it. Spencer Davis Group, this was $30. Spencer Davis Group, original United Artists inner sleeve, which is really cool. I'll do this for $20. Spencer Davis Group, $20. And this is original press, United Artists, really nice condition. $20 on that. James Bragg says, I'll take it. So put down the Dr. Birds for James Bragg for $15. And let me find that Dramatics record for him. Let me find that, and then we'll stop there. I could probably pull every album out of that crate and sell them, but we'd be here a while. But that's okay with y'all, I'm sure. Let me find that Dramatics record. Dramatics. It may be in this bin. Figure out where that is. Dramatics. Well, it's not in that one. Let's go through this one. Gordon Lightfoot. Did somebody buy it? Maybe. No, I don't see it. I don't know if we still have it. Did somebody buy it? I took an offer, Edwin Starr. I'm not seeing it. I'm pretty sure it was $49.99. I'm almost positive. I remember it, but I don't see it anymore. I'm pretty sure it was $49.99. So, let's see here. James Bragg said he'll take it. Sell this to Brent Rabley for $15. And that's where we'll call tonight. Okay, so thanks everybody for watching. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 o'clock to do all this over again. I guess going those 23 minutes after midnight made up for the 8 minutes we started late for part 2. Michael Church, if I find that, I'll send you pictures and information. Thanks everybody for watching. Michael, we either already sold it and took an offer for somebody, or it's in one of these crates hiding, but I will find it. Thank y'all. We'll be back tomorrow at 7. We'll have new vintage arrivals. We'll have new vinyl. We'll have a new batch of Japanese stuff. I think I've clearanced off everything from the last few shows that didn't sell. It's all gone except for the Beatles stuff and Bruce Lee. And we'll show those again tomorrow when I'm doing my Beatles kind of night, whenever night I can get all that together. And that's what we'll do. So thanks for watching. We're going to be here pricing more stuff and tagging everything y'all have already bought, cleaning, condensing crates, getting the store where people can actually come in here tomorrow and shop. And we'll be back at 7 o'clock. So thanks for watching, and that's when you'll hear me again. 7 o'clock approximately tomorrow, Thursday night, here on Facebook and YouTube.